If you've ever wondered how they make beautiful tote bags, very neatly sewn, how they customize it, this type of rope is it? How they make it look so nice and sell it, then you don't need to worry. Don't think far, because in this video, it's a series video. I'm going to be teaching you how to sort for materials, the type of fabric you should use. I'm going to be teaching you how you can sew the tote bags. I'll teach you how to customize it, different customization. You are going to learn how to price it, everything you need to know about tote bag business, how you can start it from the corner of your home without breaking a bank. Then I am here for you. Hi everyone, my name is Tamlola, and on this channel I love teaching people how to make money from skills. And me, I will not just mention the name of the skill, I will teach you how to make those things. I'll teach you how to be a professional in those skills. And that is where I am here with this series of tote bag making business. All right, so we are going to start with the fabric. In Nigeria here, most of the fabric, the major two fabrics they use for tote bag is chinos material and Dennis material. Dennis is jean, okay? So chinos material is one material that is very stable, okay? I guess that is why they use it. And the fact that it goes with any type of customization. If you want to use screen printing, if you are using e-transfer, sublime, it goes with all those things. So looking at the lining to use, there are different lining material you can use. In fact, you can even use the same chinos to line your tote bag, but you want to minimize price, right? So that you'll be able to maximize profit. Okay, so now the one you see on the screen is just normal trouser, normal school trouser. You can also use doll face, or you can use bridal satin. Now let's talk about the price. So I got a trouser length for 1,800 naira. I used to get it for 1,500 before, but trust me, things are really expensive now in Nigeria. But notwithstanding, if you are getting it in bulk and you go to Eco Market, I'm sure you will still be able to get it around 1,600 or maybe 1,700. So I have trouser length here, and I'm going to be cutting out 2 tote bags. So I'm just telling you how many tote bags you will be able to get in a trouser length following this measurement. Okay, the measurement I'm using is 14 inches by 16 inches. 14 inches by 16 inches. Okay, so after sewing it, I should be able to get around 12.5 inches by maybe like 14.5 inches after stitching it. So maybe like 1.5 inch will just be for the stitching allowance. So if you follow this my measurement, you'll be able to get 4 tote bags for 1 trouser length. Okay, and the handle I'm working with, the length is 26 inches. After joining it together, I should have like 24 inches. Then the width I'm working with is 3 inches. So after joining it, I should have like 2.5 inches. This measurement is the standard. Although you can adjust it, you can make it bigger, but I told you that when you are making your tote bag, I've told you before that you need to be careful. You don't want it to be too big, so that it won't become a shopping bag. But if you want it to be more bigger, I'm sure you will still be able to get something like 3 tote bags from a trouser length. But following this measurement, you will get 4 tote bags from 1 trouser length. I hope you understand. So I'm just going ahead to just trace it out, cut it out. And also I want to give you these hints. When you are buying your fabrics, I want you to put your eyes there when they are cutting it, because sometimes when they are cutting it, you know, we have a lot of dishonest people out there. When they are cutting it, you just realize that they are bending their hand, and you just feel like, oh, they've cut out one trouser length for me. When you get home, you realize that it is only the up that the measurement is complete. When you are getting down, it's already becoming just 1 yard. So you have to check it well and make sure they are doing what they are supposed to do. You can also increase the length of your handle. Okay, see this one I'm cutting out, you can just leave it about 2 inches. If you want it to be longer than like that 24 inches in length that mine will be, you can just leave yours to be like 26 inches. Okay, so you don't need to cut any part, but if you are still working with that measurement, this one trouser length will still be okay for you. So you can see I've slit it into two, so I have one like that. I'm just going to go ahead and sew it. You can see we have our fabric cut out. So for this one half trouser length, I'm able to get 2 tote bags. All right, so also the handle of your tote bag, you can decide to mix the color. You can just be creative. You can see this color is beautiful, carton color and chocolate, and it goes well with each other. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and cut the lining. So remember when I cut the tote bag, I cut it in 2 pieces, okay, front and back. But when I cut this lining, I just cut it in 1 piece. I'm going to show you why I did that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just to go to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch it with just like 0.5, just little. I'm just going to stitch it down, and with a straight stitch. I'll also go ahead and stitch my handle. You can iron it first before going ahead to stitch it to make it more easier for you. Also, the use of matching threads cannot be overemphasized. When you are using brown fabrics, please use brown thread, unless maybe you just want to make it, you just want a different thread as a design, you know, maybe you just want to make some design outside. Okay, so you can see the way I'm folding the handle. Just fold like 0.25 on both sides and just go ahead and stitch it down. Try and make sure your stitches are very straight so that you get something nice. All right, so we are done stitching it. You can see the down part. You can see what I'm talking about. I decided to join it this way so that I will have that crease, as if I joined the down parts. Of course I joined it, okay. So but you know, if I make it in 1 piece, it's not going to give me that crease at the down part. You can also do it that way, but I just want this design so it will just be as if I sewn it. And I'm done with the handle too. The next thing I'm going to do, you can just iron this down part so that it's going to lie flat, and I'm going to put my lining on it. I see what I'm doing over here. After placing my lining, I'm just going to fold it in. You can see the way I folded it. I folded it in 2 places, and I'm going to secure it down with my pins. Okay, at this point, if you are here to like this video, don't forget to like it, and make sure you watch this video to the very end. You don't want to miss any part of this video, because this method of tote bag that I'm teaching you is one method I don't even need whipping again. You don't need to whip it again. Now it's time for us to put our handle. After folding it on both sides, I just measured 4 inches in, and you can see the way I'm placing the handle. I want you to look at it. I fix it in. You can see, fix it in. Okay, fix it in like that and take it up. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to have a very stable handle. I don't want something that I'll carry for some time, or my customer will carry for some time, and the handle will start losing. Okay, by securing it this way, That means you're going to stitch it in two places. The handle will be stable. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below if you are enjoying this video. Also, if you are here to join this community, what are you still waiting for? Please join us. So the next thing now, after joining the tools handles, I'm just going to go ahead and stitch it. I'm going to stitch the downside, and I'm also going to stitch it at the upper part. Okay, by then it's going to give me something very stable. All right, so I will show you how to do it. See what I mean by that. I know some of you might be wondering, I don't know how to sew now. How will I now do it? You can show it's not everybody that know how to sew tote bag, even as a fashion designer or tailor. It's not everybody. You can show them the way I'm teaching you here, and show them this is how I want my tote bag. And you know, there are also different methods of making tote bag. I would advise you can follow this method because it's okay and it will save you the stress of whipping it. Okay, now you can see what I mean. I'm done stitching it. You can see how neat this is. You can see even the outer part, see how neat it is, and you are sure that your handle is well secured. Okay, this method is nice. Now the next thing we are going to do, we're going to join it that way. Make sure it is straight and you are satisfied with it. But if you even follow it this way, you don't have any problem. It's going to be straight. So I'm going to pin it at the side because we are going to be joining the side like this. Yes. I'm sure you're asking, why are we joining this way? Why don't we join it inside out? Remember, we are not whipping it. We want to create something that will be neat both inside and outside. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and stitch it with maybe like 0.5 inch. I'm going to stitch it down. You can see, remember, I'm stitching it down with the lining. Okay, I'm stitching it down with the lining. All right, so and now I'm done stitching it. You can see what we have. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn it inside out. I want you to follow me step by step. If you are still here, please smash that red button if you are yet to join the family. And also don't forget to like this video. Okay, now just turn it inside out and make sure the pointed part is out. That's one good thing about tote bag. I mean, the front part of tote bag, it has to be pointed. You know, if you are making this type of style of tote bag, it has to be pointed. That is what that is one of the attributes of tote bag. Now I'm just going to mark like 0.5 or so, and I'm going to stitch it down. I hope you've not lost. You're still following. Just follow me. I'm taking you somewhere. Yes, just stitch it down like that. I'm on Instagram at Damide Creations, and I'm also on Facebook at Damide's Training Up. I'm also on TikTok as Damide's TV. Please join me on all my social media handles. Alright, so we are done stitching one side. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. Another thing about tote bag is ironing. You know, after ironing your tote bag, you realize that it becomes so nice and so neat. Yes, I love this method of tote bag. I love making it this way because the fact that it saved me from that whipping. I know I've been emphasizing on this. Yes, you can see the inside. Isn't this neat? It's so neat and so beautiful. You can see the inside part of it. Just go ahead and iron it and make it more smooth. You get it, and you can see the outer part of the tote bag. Okay, make sure the the edges are pointing out. You can use something like biro or maybe scissors to just make sure it's pointing out. What are you still waiting for? Yes, you. Why have you not liked the video? Why have you not dropped your comments in the comment section below? Please share the video and also subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. You know, I told you that it's a series video, so we are just starting. So a sneak peek into the next video. Yeah, I'm going to be teaching you how to do this type of customization. What of this? This is nice. You don't want to miss the next video. Turn on your notification bell.